Good morning, everybody. My name is Sergeant Williams, and today I'll be briefing our mission. I'm going to run through this as fast as possible because we only have 12 minutes and we need to get right through this. So we are a squad, and our task is going to be to attack to destroy Objective Phantom with the purpose of denying enemy influence on the battalion decisive operations. With us, we have two teams, Alpha Team and Bravo Team. Our Alpha Team is going to be our main effort, and their task is going to be to destroy Objective Phantom, and their purpose is going to be to deny enemy influence on the battalion decisive operations. Their key weapon systems are going to be the M320 and the M249. Bravo Team is going to be our supporting effort, and their task is going to be to isolate with the purpose of preventing enemy freedom of maneuver. They're also going to have the same key weapon systems of the M320 and the M249. Attached to us is going to be our weapons team, and their task is going to be to support by fire with the purpose of enabling. Their key weapon system is going to be the M240. So orienting ourselves onto the map, this is our AO. So to our north, we have AO Ronin in this area. To our west is AO No Slack. To our east is AO Amrock, and to our south is Objective Phantom right here. Another key road is going to be Route Camaro. It stretches from the north all the way along this river down to the south right, goes right along Objective Phantom. And yeah, so this is us right here. This is our patrol base, and this is our main objective. So orient yourself off of that, get familiar with the map, and moving on. So our area of operation and our area of interest. Our area of operation is going to be the 37 North, 31 North, as well as the 17 East and the 39 East. So they have a couple of different assets that they're going to use against us. As we can see, they do have close air support. It's going to be they have one platoon of Z-10 attack helicopters located at Tai Tong Air Base. Their trigger is going to be identification of key USF battalion or higher enablers. And their response time is going to be around 30 minutes. They do have indirect fires, and they do have reserve, and they also have ADA. So we'll go through those real quick. They have a battery of PL-66 232 millimeter howitzers. Their trigger is going to be identification of USF infantry elements of greater than squad size. Their response time is going to be 10 minutes. So they're obviously going to be closer, and they're going to be more of a factor in our operation. They also have their PP-87, that's their mortar, located at UF 11973184. Their response time is 5 minutes, and their trigger is going to be us attacking them, because that is going to be what we're attacking. So obviously they're going to get triggered during this. They have a response time around 5 minutes. We're going to hit them hard, and we're going to hit them fast. Their reserve, they have one motorized platoon. They're located at UF 08452547. Their trigger is going to be USF advance along MSRs in the coastal region. Their response time is around 40 minutes, so we're going to have to worry somewhat about that, but not going to be too marginal. Their ADA capabilities are going to be a platoon of PGZ 04 Alphas. They're located at UF 170299. They did not specify trigger or time. However, we are not utilizing any aerial assets, so that should not be a factor in this. Our area of interest is going to be the north 38, south 21, east 28, and west 08. For our trace right here, so going back to the map, Route Camaro is going to be our north bounding. So Route Camaro is this line right here. Also stretches all the way down along this river down here. Going back, our south is going to be Chin Shan, and that is the little village right below Objective Phantom, to the very south of the map, just along the coastal mountains. To our east, it's going to be the coastal mountains. This big, this huge mountain range right here. It's going to be extremely visible, as there's going to be high elevation and very dense and heavy terrain. So we're going to watch out for that. To our west is going to be Route Camaro as well. As I specified earlier, Route Camaro stretches all the way along this river, so we'll be able to see that pretty easily. It's going to be the only major road along this river, so it'll be pretty simple to see. yeah, if I didn't already go over it, AO no slack to the west, AO Ronan to the north, AO Amrock to the east, and Objective Phantom down there. Looking at our GTAO, we can see that we have heavily restricted terrain over the mountains, and up here these are also a mountain system. The severely restricted terrain is going to be these areas, as long as the rivers. They're going to have a bridge right here along this river. So we're going to make, or excuse me, that is a key terrain. So we're going to utilize that to our advantage. Our avenues of approach, we have two separate ones, and stemming from our platoon patrol base, or our patrol base up here, our first avenue of approach will handrail the coastal mountains, and we'll come right into this groove right here, and we'll hit them from a top down factor. So this will be extremely good for us if we can pull this off. Our second avenue of approach, we will stem off of this first avenue of approach and come down and around, utilizing key terrain to just going under it, staying away from the civilian sectors, because we do not want to interfere with their civilian capabilities. Like, we don't know what they could possibly do. And then we're going to go up and hit Objective Phantom from this side. Their reinforcements will probably be coming along this road, this unnamed road, to reinforce Objective Phantom. That'll be their first avenue of approach, enemies, and the enemy's second avenue of approach will likely be hand-railing the mountain right here, hitting us right there. So for our terrain, the GTAO already went over this really. Coastal mountain, river, and the vegetation effects on friendlies. This will hinder dismounted movement and keep vehicles on the road. Our deduction is going to be, it hinders movement, so we won't have really any motorized support. So we need to be aware of that. Our key terrain is going to be the bridge and the intersection located at these 2 points. Look at that later. Our deduction is taking control of these will allow for better control of the area and allow for reinforcements to respond faster. The dense vegetation, moving on, the dense vegetation impacts fields of fire. This will be big because USF will be able to see enemy mortar, the enemy mortar out in the open. We'll be able to hit them before they can hit us. This will be huge for us. We're going to utilize the dense vegetation to our advantage. Moving on, great concealment from dense vegetation, limited cover from buildings and IV lines. The IV lines are going to provide cover and concealment for us with the dense vegetation, and it'll be ideal for us to utilize and move to our advantage. Our weather during this time is going to be very low illumination, and it'll only be decreasing every single day. So our deduction is it'll favor us. It'll be harder to detect us during the night without their nods. The wind's gonna be low wind speeds. This will favor us as it will allow for our recon team to move like under cover and concealment, as the wind will provide for blowing of trees and all that. So yeah, moving on, precipitation, no less than 65% precipitation every single day. So there will be severe rain showers. We're gonna have to take that into account when moving. We're gonna bring obviously our wet weather gear, and make sure that paired with the high temperature and humidity, we're gonna be drinking a lot of water, so be aware of that. The high precipitation will favor the enemy, as it can restrict our friendly movement, and it might hinder our ability to move, and it'll definitely tire us out, so we need to be aware of that. We're going to be a big cloud cover, and there will be a ceiling. This will favor us because it will be easier to detect the enemy's aerial assets, as they will not be able to go over the ceiling. Temperature, of course, can be high humidity. High humidity and temperature, this will favor us, as during the night it'll be warmer for us. That'll be good for our movements. Moving on, some considerations: just don't shoot any unarmed civilians. It's pretty simple. Don't have to get into that. Our enemy composition and strength 2 levels up. This is going to be the motorized infantry platoon. They're at 90% strength. As you can see, there are around 44 packs with 9 packs for 4 different teams, or 4 different squads, excuse me. If three infantry teams and then 1 recon squad. Excuse me, I meant squad, not teams. So 3 infantry teams, as well as 1 recon. Damn, excuse me, I meant squads. Excuse me. 3 infantry squads as well as 1 recon squad. These will all be our supporting elements. They also have their HQ team, so it'll also be their supporting element, as well as, of course, their mortar, which will be their main effort, and that'll be their task can be to disrupt to prevent freedom of maneuver. Key weapon system. The most common weapon system in this is going to be the QBZ-95, which is most comparable to our M4. So yeah, I'll be aware of that. And their most dangerous weapon system is going to be the QJC-89, which is comparable to our M2 Browning. So that's going to be their most heavy hitter. We're going to look out for that and try and hit that first if we can. Orient yourself on the company analysis. This will be their, this is the more zoomed out map. This will be their situation and their real setup. So moving on to the enemy composition and strength, 1 level up. There'll be a motorized infantry squad at 9% strength. We can really skip over this. This will not be too important to us, as we're only be facing a team. But as you can see, they have 4 teams in each squad, and yeah, their main effort is going to be their team, their mortar team. Platoon analysis. You can look at this further. For our level, this is going to be, they're going to have 4 packs. This is going to be exactly what we're attacking, the mortar team, and they're going to have their 2 key weapon systems. We're going to do PP-87 and the QJZ-88. So we're going to look out for those. We're going to hit those. We're going to fucking kill them. So let's go. This is the enemy attempt that I came up with. As you can see, we have the mortar right here, surrounded by 2 of their those are the QBZs, their normal weapon systems, as well as their big gun right here, going to be supporting their mortar. It's pretty simple if you want to get a look at this. This is right here. Yeah. So enemy capabilities, the biggest one's going to be command and control. It's going to be a weakness for them, as their forces will have to, they will have difficulty communicating and coordinating with their own friendly forces, as they will be heavily dispersed. The purpose of the enemy operation is to deny freedom of maneuver. They will accomplish this by conducting area defense. Such that their operation is identification of USF patrol early, and this will allow enemy to call for reinforcements and give time to prepare. So that's pretty much it. If you want to look at the friendly mission statement, this is what we have. I'm not going to go too deep into that as we're running out of time, but we have this written down if you guys want to take a look. So I appreciate everyone paying attention. Thanks for watching.